Did you know that Dewalt came out with a new waterproof tool bag? Scratch that, I'm sorry. Their new tool bags have a water-resistant compartment. Let me explain. This is Dewalt's new 16-inch professional tool tote. It's 16 inches long, 11 inches wide, and 12 inches tall. It has a very solid and sturdy bottom that allows the bag to stay upright at all times, and a ton of storage on the inside, including 31 pockets and loops. This bag is actually built really well, and one of my favorite features is this extremely yellow inside. How many times have you actually had a tool bag where you look in, the whole thing is black, it's a little dim in an attic, and you can't see anything because just everything is shrouded. Any light that catches the inside of this bag just lights it up and makes it extremely easy and helpful to find tools. Now, Dewalt has been making tools, accessories, bags for a very long time, but this is the first time I've ever seen one that has water resistant written on it. Yeah, that's a nice base. But take a look, right here it says water resistant, and it only refers to this pouch in the front with this leak zipper, this rubberized zipper. You might be familiar with these types of zippers when it comes to Yeti bags. They have their coolers that have the rubberized zippers that if you fill it up with water and tip it over, nothing comes out and nothing can actually go into the cooler either. Same concept, except for this time the rubber is on the outside, meaning it's not 100% waterproof like a Yeti cooler. Which honestly does suck because this little compartment is really not that big. It's actually quite thin. So you can only really fit a couple of things in here, but nothing crazy like big tools or massive electronics. What would have been awesome is if this giant compartment opened up. I mean, look at that. This actually has tool storage for freaking anything. You could shove a lot of stuff down here. It's nice and wide. That would have been a better compartment to make waterproof or water resistant rather than just the front. You know me. I don't make a video about a tool bag without putting some tools in it and trying it out for a couple days to see if it's even worth it and giving you a real honest opinion. But this time we're going to take it a step forward. I'm going to take some paper towels, put it in that water resistant pouch and hit it with a hose and see how it goes. But paper towels just aren't enough. I'm going to take my Dewalt atomic laser distance measure and put it in that bag. And I swear if that thing gets wet, Dewalt is hearing about it. You know, normally when I see a wet tool bag, I have to run over to it and like get it out the rain or something like that because nobody wants to see all their tools get wet. But either way, we did it on purpose, which is definitely a weird feeling. Let's go see how this turned out. All right, here we go. Nice stiff zipper. And let's check that out. Absolutely no water. That just happened from falling right there onto the table. Nope, that is dry. All the towels here are dry. So it does work. Yeah, you can see on the inside, nothing went in there. Now how did this top piece do? Because this has rubber around it too. Oh God. Yeah, nice. We are soaked. Well, that was fun. Let's let my new bag dry out and then we'll put some tools in it and take it for a spin.
I mentioned liking the yellow interior colors because it reminded me of my old Klein backpack with the orange interior. I work in attics a lot and most of the time I'm left with either a weak light bulb or no light whatsoever. Easily being able to identify tools in low light situations is a win for the bag. This bag is super wide at the bottom. I packed everything in my Vito MCT that I use for repairs and my small TP3B that I use for diagnostic. If you carry a bunch of tools in one bag, then you will be happy with this one. This could be a great bag for installs. This bag is definitely ready to be thrown around. I haven't used it for long, but I can see that it really wants to stay rigid and keep its normal shape. I think we can all agree that a bag that wants to deform after a couple of months is a total waste of money. And it's hard to tell at this angle, but that grass was sloped a bit from the house. I noticed even with most of my tools standing straight up, keeping the center of gravity high, it didn't want to tip over at all. And I can appreciate not dumping tools all over the floor.
It's been nice using the Dewalt bag over the last week. It is a very nice bag for the price point. This thing is not crazy expensive. I think it was under 60 bucks, and you actually get quite a lot for your money. This is very, very tough. It's going to last quite a while with a very solid bottom. Highly recommend this bag if you're in the market for something around that price point. Here are a couple things I do not like about the bag. I never actually had a reason to use the waterproof zipper pouch. I'm sorry, but like, it's skinny. All the little stuff that would fit in there, I honestly keep in like separate containers or separate cases for those type of items. This right here, how it opens, is super nice. There's a lot of room, you can easily get in and out of it, but the weight of the tools at the slant going into the bag closes it. So if you look right here, I have my alignment pliers and a couple of wrenches that actually close off the bag entirely. So if I were to do anything with just one hand and tried to get to the bottom, it wouldn't work. Which is not that big a deal when I need to grab something out of the bottom. I could just reach in there and get it, one hand opening it up. But getting something else in there with one hand, it's really not that much fun. If there was a way to keep this propped up, and I'm not talking about putting a bar in here that you put in yourself, like getting a piece of PVC and cutting it and making it fit, you can do whatever you want, it's your bag. But if it were to just like stay open with some type of hinge system and then come back down without its own weight, that would be nice. I mean, it does stay open a little bit, but it slowly goes back down. Yeah, that doesn't keep itself open. I tell you what, the fact that this thing has a super wide base, it does not fall over at all compared to a Vito, which you hook onto the table. That's cheating. This thing falls over quite a bit, but I still love this bag. What I have noticed is the bottom actually flexes quite a bit on the Dewalt bag. You don't see that on the Vito. This is a solid base, and this bag is like 8 years old now. But this is a solid base. This is a solid base. I would recommend this base, but it does flex. So if you go to drop your bag a lot, you might end up with an issue on the Dewalt versus the Vito. But when it comes to the Dewalt, this is still much cheaper than this bag. You're not gonna go wrong with it. Thank you so much for checking out this bag. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. So if you're interested in the market, you can actually find this bag plus a couple other bags that they came out in this sort of line. I think they even have like a backpack. So go check it out, and y'all have a great day.